Let's go.
Best investment for 2024. Hi everyone, my name is Brittany and today we're going to be talking about the Samsung Z Flip 5. I have so many things to say about this phone. What I want to start off with is I'm not really a tech savvy person. I'm just someone who really adores this phone and wanted to share that with you guys. I want to share my honest opinion and I want to kind of educate some people that kind of just want to get the phone just to see like, oh, is the camera quality good? What's the battery life like? There's a lot of questions that I felt like I had whenever I was watching review videos of this phone. It was mainly more targeted towards the tech side or more of a tech audience. I don't know a lot about technology. I know that I have a lot of Samsung products already and I genuinely really love all of the Samsung products that I've used so far, but I really want to talk about this phone. This video is not precedented for a technological side, more of a productive and usage and I guess user-friendly video. I was a loyal iPhone user for so many years, but this phone is probably the best purchase that I have invested in this year. I just have this phone a little over a month, close to a month. And obviously one of the main features of the Samsung Z Flip 5 is the huge cover screen on the back. I genuinely really do love Samsung products and I got the Flip in the color purple. This is actually like more of a like pastel color and I really love this. I also really love the fact that my tablet, actually I'm going to show you guys my tablet that comes with a pen. Hello, if you guys are willing to like upgrade to a tablet, definitely get this tablet because it comes with a pen. It literally, oh my gosh, it comes with a pen and not only that, but it's purple. I got the color purple and so both of these match. I wish my computer matched. The first feature that I really like about this phone is the cover screen. Obviously like the cover screen is life-changing. Not only can you, I don't know if you guys, I'm so sorry, let me actually lower the brightness on this. You guys can tell the time on this phone. It's honestly insane. Not only that, but when you unlock it using your fingerprint, you slide to the left and it shows you all of your notifications, all of them. It's cool. And not only that, the camera is right here. You can slide the camera and it'll open up the camera and you guys can see that I'm recording right now. It's pretty cool. One of the main features that I really like about this phone is when you're taking selfies, you can just hold your palm and it'll take a picture. You can actually see the picture after you take it. So that's a pretty cool feature. That's actually one of the main features that I really like. And then going back to the cover screen, you can swipe right to see any of your widgets. Personally, I have them set up like this. I have them set up as the weather, the calendar, phone calls. This is my contacts, phone calls, and then I have some routines that I have set up that I can just, you know, turn on and off, which is honestly really cool because hey, like I don't need to open up my phone to get these features out. Like I can literally just do it from the cover screen. And another thing that I want to show you guys is when you actually take pictures, but when you're using the back camera, you guys can actually open up the cover screen. This feature is basically like you can have someone behind you taking pictures on this phone and they can turn on the cover screen and you can see yourself on this little on the cover screen. I don't know, it's just so cool. I think that this feature is honestly really awesome because like, you know, like when you're taking pictures and someone else is taking pictures of you, you don't know like how to pose, so the pictures always come out awkward. But with this, you can literally see that. I think this is just a really cool feature that they had added and I really love that. What I really like about this phone that I didn't know before is that when you're taking pictures, there's actually a pretty cool mode on here. When you guys click more, they give you a bunch of other options. And there's a pro mode, a food mode, night mode, and like a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'll actually take a screenshot and post it up here so that you guys can read it. I don't know how to use most of these, but hopefully over time and with using this phone a lot, there's a lot of things on here that I want to talk about. I love the pictures, I love the videos, the camera quality. I don't understand why people were kind of like, I guess like from a photographer's point of view I can understand, but if you're someone like me and you just like taking pictures of, you know, like selfies, and you like taking pictures of, you know, being outside and your food, it's just casual. This is a very casual phone. This isn't meant to be like a very, like, you know, for example with the S23, it's not meant for photography. It's just meant to be like a very productive and casual phone, and I feel like a lot of people kind of like put this prejudice against it that it needs to be, but I like the fact that it's, you know, just like a chill phone that you can use. Is the best investment that I have made for 2024. I can't wait to record videos on this. Can't wait to make content on it. I can't wait to upload so many things from this phone. The only thing that sucks is actually uploading to social media. The camera quality on this phone is really awesome. I talked about that one feature where you guys can see yourselves on the cover screen. Honestly, that's a really big game changer, especially because like for me, I love taking photos, I love taking self-portraits, and I feel like most of the time I wish I could just see myself when I was taking pictures, and this I feel like solved the problem that I had. And not only that, but the camera quality is really good on this. I don't know the specs of it. I really don't. If you are someone like me who was really afraid to switch from your iPhone to Samsung, definitely this phone is like the best phone that you can get for starters. So I'm really happy that I made this investment in 2024. Let's talk about the interior and what makes this phone so great. The interior of the phone, which is like the software, the whole customization. I don't know if you guys can tell, like it's a lot skinnier than the iPhone 11, because this one's a little bit more like chunkier from the side, but this one's pretty long and it's really skinny. I really like that because it actually holds, it fits in my hand a lot like better. I don't know if you guys can see, it fits in my hand a lot better. Basically, like from the get-go, this is what it looks like. This is my home screen. I use these apps the most. I use the Photos app, I use Chrome, I also use Google a lot, which is crazy because like I get like a random like thought or like a question in my head and I just immediately I have to search it up. And then I use Google Maps, I use YouTube, and I use Gmail. And then at the bottom down here, the calling, here I have calling, I have messages, I have Spotify, and I have my camera. So I slide to the right and I actually have all of the stuff that I need. Basically all of the social media apps that I use and any other apps that I need for my daily activities. And that's what I really love about this one, is that I can just easily just swipe up. I can just swipe up and then, you know, my apps are all there. I have a lot of things that I want to say about the actual interior that I feel like a lot of people don't really say it. If you're watching YouTube, you're obviously using a Google account, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that I needed from my iPhone, sometimes I would have to, you know, reset passwords, I would have to log in, I would have to do a lot of things with my actual Gmail account, and I feel like I'm very happy that everything kind of just saves onto my actual personal accounts on here, because on iPhone like I would have to manually save everything for, you know, onto my accounts, and for the actual Google account that's already, you know, already basically installed in here, it does it for you already. So I really appreciate the fact that I can just, you know, not have to worry about constantly saving things. And there's a lot of features on the phone that I can't really remember, but one of them was actually like saving my contacts, and I really like the fact that I've just been able to, you know, get my contacts from my Google account, and it just quickly installs it into my Samsung Z Flip 5. I have Google, I use Gmail, I use YouTube, I use a lot of features that, you know, come with Google services, and it's just easy. It's just a way for me to just access everything in one go, and I really appreciate that feature that, you know, this phone has, or it already comes with the phone, so I can't really say it's a feature. Another thing is that when I'm getting a notification on my phone, I never really was used to it, because on my phone I always had like the messages pop up, you know, like how they came. Like if I got a text message, you could read the full text message without opening it, but on this one you actually have to, you know, you open it, and some messages do pop up For example, like my Etsy stuff, my Lemonade app, some of those do pop up, but for messages you actually have to open up the phone. So you click unlock and you slide down and you can see the notifications. But with this phone, I'm like, oh, I need to like actually open up the phone to see what the message is, because sometimes I'll be washing dishes, you know, my hands are wet, I can't really open up the phone, and I'm not really used to it. I don't know if I don't know how to change that. If anyone knows how to change that, let me know. But I've tried everything and I can't seem to find like a notification thing that like shows me the full text message or something. I think that's only for the messaging app. I can't really think of anything else, but I think that's just for the text messaging app. Not only that, you guys, but there's a feature on this phone that when you plug it into charge, at the bottom here, very lightly, it'll light up and it'll say how much it's left to charge. Sometimes, like when I forget to charge my phone, it'll be like 2 hours until full battery. And it also shows you like what percentage it's on, and I think that's a pretty cool feature. But the only downside is that when you're charging your phone, it stays on that like charging screen all night. And at first I found it really annoying, but then I don't know, I guess I just don't mind it anymore. I guess I kind of just forgot about it. But whenever I first started using the phone, I was so annoyed with it. I was like, what, why, turn off, you know, because on iPhone you plug it in and it shuts down immediately, but it's still charging. But Samsung for some reason needs to, you know, let you know that your phone is charging. Let's talk about the customization that comes with this phone. Let me show you guys something really quickly on the cover screen. If you hold down on the cover screen, it actually, you can change the widgets or like the cover screen photo. I kind of just have this little bear holding a strawberry. That one I actually purchased from Sleepy Days on Instagram. I'll actually link the pack that I got. It was like $6.50 USD. I also was able to customize everything on the cover screen down to the actual inside of the phone. I put a wallpaper. I made the notification tabs, you guys can see the notifications a little bit more opaque because it was very clear and I didn't really like that. Didn't know that the customization on this phone would be very extensive, so whenever I was actually doing the phone I was like, whoa, you can actually choose a lot of things. Coming to this phone from an iPhone user, if you guys didn't know, I literally spent months it's an exaggeration, but I actually did spend months customizing my iPhone 11, and I had like this pink and green theme on my phone, but I had to download like a bunch of apps, I had to download a bunch of pictures, and it was just kind of like a big mess of like chaos trying to organize everything and then find a layout for all of the apps. I finally did find a layout, but the thing is it was so much. But this phone, it literally does it for you. And actually I can show you guys on the settings, and you go to like wallpaper and style. Not only can you choose a like color palette for your phone so that whenever you scroll and when you message people, it shows up as this color palette, and they do it for you already. But versus iPhone, you actually have to download apps, you have to download pictures, you have to download this, you have to download so many other things. And then at the end, I feel like a lot of the effort and time that you put into the pictures and all of that, it just, sometimes it is worth it, but sometimes you just kind of want someone else to do it for you, which is why I'm glad that I don't have to on this phone. Eventually I will customize this phone to my liking. It's a lot, but this phone is definitely worth it from like a person, like a user's perspective. And I want to show you guys another feature from the closed perspective. So I have a song on here, let me see. So this is a song that I'm playing right now. The speakers down here. You guys can actually see right here, and you can tap on that like little I guess like little plate, like audio part, and you guys can see the song on here, and you guys can actually skip music on here and it'll go on to the next song, and it'll actually have like the cover of the song in here. And the cool thing, because I use Spotify, so whenever I'm listening to new music, I can just click the plus button and it'll add it to my library. Not only that, but when you actually have it closed, this is gonna be really hard to explain and it might sound really crazy, but when you have the phone closed and you have the volume up and down buttons, as you hold it, this is a volume down button and the volume up button, but when you open the phone it's reversed, you know, like, because you know when you close it it's upside down, but when you open it it's upside. So I kind of just freaked out about that, but it's a really cool feature that I didn't really know was, like, I don't know, it's just coming from like an iPhone user. This is my very first flip phone. This is probably the only flip phone that I'll have for now. But it's a really cool feature, because like when you close it, you know, it still has the same function of up and down, and then when you open it's up and down, but when you close it it's like reversed, you know, like, I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. And also really quickly, I want to mention that the battery life on this phone is insane, absolutely insane. Obviously when you're watching videos or like a movie or something like that, or you know, you're scrolling through TikTok, you're watching reels, obviously your phone battery is gonna drain. Like, it's normal. It's not something that you can be like, oh well, iPhone has battery. No. This phone, insane with the battery. Apparently the battery is down here, right? Because you know the screen, the battery is down here. This bad boy can run I think 13 hours per day. So I want to show you guys something really quickly. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but my phone is on 11%. I forgot to charge my phone last night and I only charged it until 45% today, before I went and ran my errands. I think I ran my errands around like 12. It is 7 p.m. and yeah, I did use it. I watched some reels, you know, but like it was brisk. It was like 10 minutes, you know, to like maybe 5 to 10 minutes of me scrolling on my phone, because I had a very busy day today, so I wasn't able to use my phone as much. But that is insane battery life. Like, if you're not using it, like the battery kind of just goes like down a little bit, but if you're not actively using it, it doesn't, you know. The battery life on this is insane though. And also it's just, I know that you can actually add some apps on the cover screen, so that when you're having it closed, you can use apps on the cover screen. Personally, I like opening up my phone and like actually getting into the app, and because the battery life on this is absolutely amazing, I have to talk and compare it to my iPhone 11. After a while, if you guys know anything about iPhone batteries, you guys know that the battery ends up running a lot more. It actually ages. So the more updates that Apple provides, the less battery life that you kind of get. I think I was about to reach the limit for this one actually. I would use it for FaceTime calls, I would use it for a lot of things, but then like after a while I kind of noticed that the battery life was just, it would charge quickly. And that's one downside actually with this one. This one you have to wait 2 full complete hours for it to charge. There's another feature on here where you can just share your battery. If you go to the notifications, there's a thing called, oh, it's not on this side. There's power sharing. It's right here. You guys can power share. You can just like fling, and then it'll pass some power to the person who needs it. This phone, the main reason why I switched from my iPhone to Samsung is because I never had space in this. And as someone who really wanted to do content creating and like physically like, you know, like use this phone, I never could, because after maybe like 2 or 3 20-minute videos, my space completely gone. And I had a lot of photos on here, and I still do. I still have a lot of photos. I have a lot of videos and stuff like that. But because I constantly kept having to delete photos and, you know, constantly kept having to delete videos and stuff, it wasn't really good in the long run. And I was just like, I'm tired of this. The main reason why I left this phone behind is because of that reason. I never had storage for anything. I couldn't take pictures whenever I wanted to go out and like go to a concert. I couldn't record, you know, my favorite 3-minute song that is being played live, and it just kind of sucked. It was really weird coming onto this phone, even though the camera quality might not be as good as Samsung iPhone camera quality. I do believe that this is a better investment than having a base. So both of these are like actual base products, and what I mean by that is that both of them have like the lowest gigabyte storage that you can get. This is 256 and this is 128 gigabytes. I believe that this phone actually will bring a better productive me in the future. A lot of the features on this phone are more productive than iPhone users. So whenever I was using my iPhone, there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like whenever I would use my iPhone, I just felt really bland. Now that I'm using Samsung, the Samsung feels a lot more rejuvenating, and it actually has this productive side, or this productive element to it, because I feel like when you have it closed like this and when you're out and about, you don't want other people snooping on your phone or knowing what you do, and this cover screen kind of solves that problem. You being able to just, you know, swipe and see your notifications, you know, just very, not like sneakily, but like very personal. I feel like personal space is something that I truly appreciate. So I feel like this kind of sets that boundary between, like, actually someone actually already said this, but when you actually open the cover screen, it's time for work, you know, like you having it closed, it's like, oh okay, like I can see the messages, but I'm not gonna open up my phone quite yet. But when you actually open it, it's time to actually get started. So I kind of just want to kind of help you guys digest why I switched from my iPhone. There's nothing wrong with my iPhone 11. It still ran. The screen isn't cracked. It's not broken or anything like that at all. The only thing that one of the main reasons why I switched is because I mentioned it earlier. It's because I couldn't take pictures, I couldn't take videos, I kept running out of storage. Even though I would have to delete apps, I would have to delete videos, photos, and anything that I would do, I never was able to like get space to take pictures. I don't know, it's just really weird. I always constantly ran out. It was getting sick and tiring for me to always kind of like lose out on taking pictures because my phone didn't have any storage. And another thing, and I didn't realize this until like a little bit after, or like towards the end of me like switching my phone, Apple was stealing money from me. I would get random bills of like 60 cents, $2, $3 from the like Apple Pay thing, or like whatever they have, and they would constantly be taking money out. I never used any Apple service products. I never used Apple Music. I never had subscriptions with like Apple, and Apple kind of like being the middleman to pay off those subscriptions. I never had anything like that. So just because I had my account, my debit card added to my phone, it would just constantly like take money out, and it wouldn't even be for purchases that I would use for like Apple Pay. When I started using Apple Pay, like maybe like a couple months ago, because I never really used it, I would always just use the physical card. And when I started using the Apple Pay feature, I noticed a lot more frequently that a lot of money was being taken out of my account for no reason. I wouldn't purchase anything. It was just random, like couple cents, couple dollars each time. Like I said, you guys, I'm very excited for all of the content that I will be uploading from this phone. But I guess that's just the only downside, is uploading to social media. But honestly, this phone has really good camera quality, and it actually is a really good investment for me as someone who creates content. I can just shoot things now more easily, and I actually have space to do those things. So I'm very excited to continue using this phone. And not only that, but with this phone, I feel like it will bring a different side of me out, more productive, you know, getting straight to work instead of, you know, lounging on my phone for hours. And I feel like because this phone already makes it so much more easier by having the cover screen on it, I feel like that feature really enhances that productivity side even more. Like I said, you guys, if this video has convinced you guys to ditch your iPhone to get a Samsung Z Flip 5, honestly, go for it. I was an iPhone user for 7 years. It's a weird change. It definitely is weird. You're just gonna have to get adjusted to the settings, the messages, people calling you for, you know, not being able to FaceTime your friends, and it's gonna suck. So if you guys stuck around to the end of this video, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for hearing me ramble about this phone, because this phone just has a very special place in my heart now. So thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for watching, and I don't really do any like tech videos. I didn't do an unboxing video for this, but it's a pretty cool phone. The hinge looks like this. The hinge is pretty thick, but I'm really glad that I have this phone. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for just watching and listening to me ramble. Thank you guys so much. Please, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like the video and leave a comment on what your opinions are on this phone, because I want to know what you guys are thinking of. And it's pretty cool to see other people in public kind of have like the same like Samsung flip phone. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, lay